Hey, good afternoon. This is the underrated one. Welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the #1 grinder. Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. Respect my assistants, respect everybody else's assistants, and all that. I got a brother right here. He's gonna show us how to be a contractor, right? Because it's very, very that we hear brothers that do it. So he said, okay. So we'll wait for some more people to come in. Got brother Mac right here and everything. And any questions that you want to ask, feel free. So it's hard, always on the go. Good family dream. So we'll wait for some more people to come in. And I want to ask questions. He gonna give us the blueprint. Like I say, before it's hard to catch him. He always gonna go, and he's one of the few brothers out here doing it. So, just as I say hi to the family, brother.
What's good, fam? How y'all feeling out there?
All right, yeah, brother. So he wrote down some stuff, and then also he asked questions too. So welcome, family dream. Thanks for coming. Peace to you, sis. We're gonna wait for some more people coming here. If y'all want to check anything that I did in the past, check that out and everything.
How many people got with you? Yeah. One.
Sometimes YouTube takes its time. I know you can't be there.
I would say it's never how many people you got. If you got one that can spread the word, rock it from there. They can always come back and pass the word on. So
okay.
It's not a big thing.
Okay, cool. All right, brother man, how you doing?
Doing good.
Okay, we're good. I got family dream. Okay.
So they want to
go ahead.
They want to start out a business. First thing they need to do is get a business license for whatever city they're gonna do business in. Pretty much, and make sure that name is not taken. They don't want to get a business with the same name as somebody else. They need to check on the insurance because if they're doing certain business requires certain insurance coverage. You know, they want to get them a web business web email, web-based, so they can show what they do. Always take pictures of before and after, so people can see the kind of quality of work. Get you the quality, make you perform. So when you finish your job, you get people to write their statement, what they think your job was. You know, put that form with that particular job. Get you some business. Don't go out and get the business cards with the fancy glitter and all that, because most people like to write on business cards. So you give it to them, but you get it all glossed out, they can't write on it. So as you get more into business and your name get out there, you're giving it directly to owners, then you can do that, because most likely they're not too much writing.
Right.
You always want to have a safety program. That's the key out here. If you got something, somebody get hurt, and you ain't got no program in place, you might as well shut your doors.
Now, let me ask you this question. Could you elaborate on that, please? Because I found out that throughout the years that when we go into business, we don't really talk about that. And I feel that is very, very important to really go into that, please.
When you get a safety, when you start business, they're going to rate you on your safety product as far as accidents.
Hold on, family. I want y'all to hear it because this is very important. Go ahead, I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, yeah. So when you get your insurance carrier is going to put you in a high area because they don't know nothing about you. The lower injuries you have, the better rates. It's like car driving. You get a lot of accidents, your insurance rates is high. That's the same thing with business. So you got to make sure you have a safety program. Once you get a safety program and you put it in place, you always have that safety meeting with your employees. You make sure they read what your handbook says. I can't tell you what type of safety programs, but you could go down to Granby Street to the Federal Building, and they got a safety CD that they can give you for free, and you can tailor your business around that. So a lot of people get into this. Oh, somebody go out build you a safety program for $1,500, $2,000. Nah, just go downtown to the federal building. They got an OSHA building in there. They got the OSHA compliance posters that you got to post every year. They got all that. So start building your program with a lot of programs that's free. You got to reinvent the wheel. You know, so if you're doing painting, they have an OSHA program for painting. You tailor it to what you're doing. So that's that way you know what you're doing as far as having a program. And then the less accidents you have, they rate you like every 6 months. And then when your rates go down, you start getting money back from that. And then you got to figure out, like I said, also what is it that you want to do? What's your passion? Don't just go get a business like everybody getting into cleaning. You got about 4 million companies out here cleaning. So when you do a job and you bidding, well, you bidding against your competitor, you lose a job about 30 cents. You spend so much energy putting a proposal together, and you're losing the job by 30 cents, or you're losing the job because that person already has a reputation with people. Sometimes it's not the lowest price; it's the quality of work you get. You know, like they said, you can have frosted flakes and you can have some old boom boom flakes. You're gonna go with the frosted flakes because it's already has a reputation of being good. You already know about it. So you got to get out there and make your mark as a good, reliable business. Don't go out there looking at I'm gonna do this and they ain't gonna know. Or we can take the shortcut. The shortcut's gonna get you in the end because your name gonna get out there. You know? So you got to make sure you do that. And if they got questions, they don't want to give them so much because there's programs out there they can get contracts set aside for them. There's a lot of stuff that they can get. There's a lot of classes they can take, get college credits for this. So, you know, they need to start with those things right there. Once they get to that and they send you a list of like questions, I'll come back and say, hey, this is this, and this.
Now, before we continue right now, he told Grammy Street, but it's also wherever y'all live at too. It's the same thing, if I'm correct.
It's wherever they find a federal building. They normally have the OSHA programs. You gotta have a safety program. You don't. That's the first thing they ask you. And when you start doing work and you going on work sites, make your safety program into a small handbook and have a safety meeting at least once a week in front of your game box. Hey, make sure you got your hard hats on. Have them sign that. Make sure you have safety glasses, steel toe boots, always steel toe boots. I don't care what kind of work you're doing. You want steel toe boots because sneakers get caught up in anything, shoestring. But if they don't have steel toe boots on, you're still liable for it. So that's your, you know, if you're doing certain jobs, you need reflectable vests or shirts. So you want to come out on the work site looking like a company. You don't want everybody looking like you just put a group of people together. So
okay. So let me ask you this question, bro. You know, why is it so hard, especially as a black? I ain't gonna say that, or people of color. We ain't gonna get into that, but I'm talking about as an African American that get in the business that you do. Tell the family of something. We don't want to hear all because I know just some.
What I do is a specialty trade. So there's only 5 companies in this regional area that do it. So it takes time to get into what I do. But you got a lot of companies that, let me tell you the downfall. I see as a downfall for a company that's going to struggle. Cleaning. It's a good hustle to start out with. But there's so many mom and pops cleaning companies that some of them don't have overhead. When I say overhead, that's your office expense. You paying insurance, you paying workers' comp, you paying for your cell phone. So you got to put all that in your bid when you're doing jobs. For somebody who don't have an office or don't have a lot of employees or have to pay taxes, that's not a cost or expense they have to add into their bid. So they'll beat you out all the time until they actually do something that's caused them to lose that edge they got over you.
Right.
You know, but you get some companies that want you to have the license and insurance. Some even want you to have bonding. That's a whole different animal there. You got to get into bonding. Now you got to put your assets saying, if I mess this job up, the bonding agency, it's like someone bonded you out of jail. That bond is going to take what you put up for access.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So you got to pick what field you want to get into. What's the risk? You know, the bigger the risk, the bigger the rewards. But also you got to look, there's always a flip side. Bigger the risk, bigger the rewards. But if you mess up, then yeah, it can clean you out. You see people putting up these buildings. That's bonding. Yeah, so that's where that money coming in at right there. $20 million to build a building. But if they mess up and somebody else got to come in, that bond comes into play now, because now that guy might be more than what the other guy did. So now they got to take the difference out of your bond to pay that guy.
So let me ask you this question now. The information that you're giving us, that is Jews and everything. I want people, if y'all can hear me, press us. If you can hear us, press 1, please, because this is very essential information that you're not going to get. You're not going to hear it. So why, especially in our community, that we don't get the information as you given us? That even like we've been searching, like,
listen, there's a lot of to us, like they said, it's in our face. You don't read it. I'm a person that's, when I'm bored, I start reading stuff or Google. And then there are a lot of classes for what I'm telling you right now, which I can enlighten them first. So I'd rather them be prepared going into class. That way they have a foot up when they go in and they know, okay, I've done it already. Then they can follow the next course. Okay. And if they go to that class and they go, hey, now I was in class, but I was a little bit confused about this, I can say, oh, this is what they meant. I've been doing this for 13 years. Yeah. So I've been speaking at some courses. I was asked to come out and speak as someone that's been success going through the program. And I always enlighten people like, hey, TCC is having this, so Thomas Nelson is having that. Or, I go to, DC is having this type of small conference for business. So, but before you go jumping into all these courses, you got to be right. And your first thing, and I tell everybody, get your credit straight. If you want to go in the door, you want to do all this, if you can't get a loan, hustling backwards. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these cats, that's our competitors, our peers, their credit straight. So you want to get your credit straight. Get it straight to the fact that you could probably get a $10,000, $15,000 loan first. A lot of people looking at, man, I need 50 or 70,000. Why you need 50 or 70,000 at first? Especially if you ain't doing that kind of work. Why you gonna need something that's gonna be a struggle for you to pay back if you don't have that kind of work? Right. Start out small, like anything else. You ain't jump on a motorcycle at first. You rode a bike, you learn how to walk. Take your time. If you know you're in it for the long haul, take your time.
Yeah, thank you. Again, welcome to the ones that came in. She Stay Sleep, brother. She Stay Sleep, brother. Known as the Spoken Truth, and brother Tony Smith. Thanks for coming. I'm with this brother here. I've known him for a while. Named Brother Mag, and it's hard to catch the brother because he's on the go all the time. So, here, you shouldn't be giving up about how to run a business that we not going to hear.
Let me give them some insight.
All right, go ahead.
Real quick. Go ahead. Everything is a hustle. Don't get caught up in, I can do this for you. I can get you this safety program. I can do this. I can do all that. Because a lot of the stuff is free, and they know it's free, and they go get it. You sit there and you tell them, I'm a painter. He go, I'm gonna build you a painting manual. All he did was take the stuff that someone gave him free, put your name in there where it says blank, put your company name in there. Your manual gonna look like everybody else's. But you need to tailor it. Take your time and tailor it to yourself. Put it in your own words. You know what I'm saying? That makes it genuine. That's for sure. Safety manuals, you got people that's coming and say, hey, I can do this and I can do that. You got a lot of companies that say, hey, go to ADP. ADP is good. But if you don't have that kind of revenue coming in to keep paying ADP, there's other companies out there, and I can enlighten like, hey, this is where I started at. And matter of fact, I started with this payroll company that do bookkeeping and taxes. That's what's going to kill a lot of companies, not knowing how to pay their taxes. they do all that. They say, hey, you need to pay $75 for taxes this week. I tell them, I learned that you need to do it weekly. Don't do that. Oh, I ain't gonna pay it for 6 months. Next you know, you get a tax bill saying you owe $20,000. You only got $4,000 in the bank because you look at that's my money. It's not your business is a different entity. It's not it's like a human being.
Right.
The company got 20,000. You might not have 20,000. But you say that's your company. Yeah, but you gotta pay taxes on that. But then you see people that say, I'm broke, but we living in a nice house. That's the business house. That's when they start doing the tax write-offs. That's not theirs. That belongs to the company, the corporation, corporate jets, corporate vacation spots. That ain't theirs. That belongs to the company. That makes the company assets. Now you might be in control of the assets. You could get a loan, but you could be a dollar person, but your company could be multi-million dollars. You hear people saying, I'm going to my company condo. Yeah, so you got the company condo, whatever it may be. It's about, distinguishing yourself from a company. You can't go in there and see, I'm gonna take this money and go buy me this, and put it in your name. Now that ain't in the company name, it's in your name, but now you're responsible.
You know what? I want to ask you this question. And the brother said that if you want to ask questions, feel free, drop it in there. And I'm right there with the brother. But this is the thing. I always want to ask this question now. And the information that you're hearing right now, brothers and sisters in here, they said someone on YouTube, you're not going to get it. I'm letting you know right now, they're not going to give you the game because a lot of people are very, very selfish. But the question that I want to ask you, maybe it's a 2-in-1 question, but and then the ones y'all can hear me in the chat, press 1, please. The fan, press 1. The stuff that you give us, right? That we already know is concrete. But out there in the street and look at like a regular TV or cable, what you call it, it's like the opposite. Now, why is that?
Enlighten the laws, what you were asking. What's the question?
What I'm saying is this, right? That what you just explained, right? They could say, they say it on TV or even on radio station, okay, all right, we got this certain equity, right? And wherever you put in equity, everything else follows. It's like an umbrella, a pyramid, but everything comes in.
So let me see if I'm getting it right. Are you saying as a business, like someone starting out doing?
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
How do they build equity?
Right.
How do they build equity?
But see, they talk about building equity, but the way how you break it down, we don't hear that, especially in our people.
Here it is. Like I said, you and the business is two separate things. Whatever you buy for the business belongs to the business. It becomes an asset. They value that asset. That asset becomes your equity. So everything depreciates like a car. So a lot of people are always going out buying new cars, leasing, because it's going to lose its value. So when you say you buy equipment for the spray pumps and all that stuff, that is your asset to the company. They evaluate that at the end of the year. They say that pump that you paid $3,000 for is only now worth $2,200. So you add all the stuff that you got as far as equipment, you might have $100,000 in asset, which is your equity. You might have that. That's basically how they do it. But when you start putting money to the side and putting it back into the company, that's how the company grows with assets and profit. The more money you're saving, a lot of cats see they may have 30 or 40,000 in the bank. Right. I tell them leave it there. It was like, why? I said, because there's a point where the bank, like a credit card, they count that at a certain period. If you're going to take money out, take it out after they already said this is your normal deposits of 30,000 every month. You can take all that out, but you put it back in before they assess your next bank account. That's what a lot of people do. They have it in there 1 minute and they do what they got to do, but they put it back and probably put more to it. We're going to take it out, go get a Lexus, and then you ain't got that no more. Now you lost equity, and then you got something that depreciates, so you just hustle backwards. Now the car ain't worth nothing. really. Once you take it off the lot, it depreciates. But now that you got it, it's going to depreciate again at the end of the day. Leave the money in there, lease it. Instead of paying $600 a month on Lexus, you can lease it for like $200 or $300 a month. You get you a hoopty, and you have a Lex.
Right.
Drive a Lex when you want to, or whatever you want to get. Drive that on weekends or whatever you want to do. But if you out there hustling, making money, why are you worrying about a Lex or Benz or whatever like that? Why are you worrying about that?
So let me ask you this question. Now I know you heard about Dr. Boyce Watkins, right? All right. What do you think what he's talking about and everything else to find this or starting a business for you?
I have not followed him. No. I have him on my pages followed. I never sat through none of his sessions and stuff like that. I plan on going one or two of them just to see what I can hear, or, listen to him, see if there's anything I can grasp out of it, or if there's something that I might have a conflict of interest in with him and ask him, hey, this is what I was doing. Because we all got different ways of learning stuff. He might deliver it different than the way I received it.
Right.
Like that. So I can't say what he's saying is wrong. I think he's not. I think he's really knowledgeable, but I never sat with him. I never really sat there and watched his whole format, to see,
No, seriously, I asked that question because I listened to Dr. Boyce Watkins going on for years. But as I said, for me, I can't talk for anybody. I'm just saying for me that, as you know, how you started off, you have to really start from the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything I learned, I've been doing this 13 years. I learned all my mistakes firsthand.
Right.
Firsthand. I mean, you got to look at it. That's your best teacher. Regardless of what somebody tell you, you ain't gonna always take it all in until you actually go through it. You might fail 2 or 3 times, but if you learn from each mistake, you're gonna get better sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on what you're trying to do. Like I said, if you're in it for the long haul, expect setbacks.
Right.
You got to. I mean, if you Google and I tell people our biggest, as minorities, our biggest problem is worrying about what someone says and scared to fail. You're always worrying about what someone says about you, like you're a failure. If you took the step to start your own, you were plus already because you took the initiative to say, I don't want to work for nobody. So expect failure. It's part of the game. You ain't going to come on the door. If you learn it all, and I was taught this from an Italian, taught me some couple as a mentor. He said, if you came in the door and you didn't have any failures, and he said you made $5 million. Say you made $5 million, but no, you never had a setback. He said, you know what your problem be? He said, what's that? When you lose the whole $5 million, you're not going to know how to regroup because you never had a failure. It's going to be harder to make that back because you never learned from anything. Right. Or you had it easy. You see, basically like someone had life so easy that when they got a first setback, they crashed. So taking setbacks is nothing to be ashamed of.
Right.
On my second, my second, third year, in receipts, in 6 months I did $1 million. I learned from him.
Wow.
6 months. So I got 3 mentors, man. So you know what I'm saying. So it's part of the game, but then that's the next thing. Once you get established and people see that you about it, then somebody will reach out, or it's easy to find a mentor because your work is going to speak for itself.
Right.
So my mentor is not even here; they're out of town. So word of mouth got out of town, and I was doing from people here telling people out of town. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, come to Vegas. We want to talk to you. They fly me to Vegas, and I'm going to a union conference and speaking to a bunch of people like, yo, we could do this, we could do it. Now your doors are open because now they know you about your work, but then you also have certain status that helps them. But that's down the line. I can show them like, yo, you get this, and this. You will find a mentor because now what you don't have, you bring to their table. They have what you need, and you got something that they need.
Because you know what, I'm gonna say this. What's up, Charlene Clark? Thanks for coming. I say this because, as you know, you watch TV throughout the years, and they had these seminars how to start a business, and they don't but they never talk about what you.
Let's look at this. if I was to sit here and say, I'm gonna do a seminar to show you, and I just repeat all of this, I just made probably what, $3,000 or $4,000. I haven't taught you nothing. I just told you something that you can Google. That's how I look at some of those business conferences like that. Okay. I don't see them. I haven't been to one, so I can't really go into details about what they bring to the table. Okay. I can tell you about the ones that I've been to. Say, hey, I learned this, and this from here.
Okay, Dada says, what makes the best business partners?
There's no blueprint of saying it's the best business partner.
Okay.
You should always start out doing something called a teaming agreement. Okay, meaning that we're going to do this job, we're going to team up to do this job together and see how y'all work together. That's like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody going to be the best person for you. You got to build that relationship with whoever you want to plan on working with. So you need somebody that's kind of similar doing what you're doing, because they can teach you that lane more than, you don't want nobody that's a welder and you're doing something totally different. Y'all don't match. You know what I'm saying? There's a matchup. There got to be something in the same lane as you.
Right.
And you got to do your research on them. See if they got a lot of complaints against them. Talk to some of their employees and see how the employees. I mean, that's a catch-22. But you'll hear more people like, nah, man, I don't like working for them. You'll hear different stories, but you got to do your own research on that, because what works for some don't work for all.
So you're saying that they gotta find what's their niche,
who they comfortable with,
right?
Who they, how the person treat them. If they say they're gonna help them, see how they help you. Can you reach them when you need a problem, or they just come when they need something new?
Yeah. So, is there any questions? I got my brother here, brother Mac. He giving us the blueprint how to start a business for minority sense, and so any question y'all want to ask, feel free. And
you get the questions.
Yeah, hit me up with the questions. Put the questions in the chat and anything for me, please.
I'll tell them what courses they need to take.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the courses are at. Most of them are like $10 to $15. They're not spending a lot of money. A lot of the stuff is free. I'm just trying to avoid them from going out. Somebody telling them, hey man, for $1,500, I can do this for you.
Repeat that again, please, because
you need to know where you could go get these courses from, free, $10 and $15, versus someone coming out saying, hey, meet you. Oh, you can start your business. Hey man, I can help you with all your manuals. Give me $3,000. For what? When you go to these courses, they're gonna give you all of this stuff free. So you just pay somebody $3,000 for something that you really don't even know how to put together. They put it together, but they probably just went to the course and got it free and selling it to you for $3,000. Now they hustled you, and then you look at somebody and they go, "I got that same safety manual." So you look at how many people that person might have got through, and $10,000, $20,000 just use something that you could have got for $10. You don't pay $2,000, $3,000. I don't see guys come to me and be like, yo, man, I paid $5,000 for that. I'm like, but you looking at me. And sometimes I tell them, like, look, my time is not free. I said, take me to lunch when I give it to you. But you just paid $4,000 for this free manual, and you mad that I'm telling you to take me to get something. I'm going to go eat lunch on you, and we can talk.
Right.
They don't want to pay that. I said, yo, bro, I'm not trying to take that from you, but if you're going to go out and spend $4,000 on other people,
right,
and I'm giving you something for free, just on lunch, why are you mad at me?
Right.
But see, that's the thing about us. They take it as we don't know what we're talking about, or because if I'm a different shade or a different ethnic group, you believe 100% of what they're saying versus your own kind.
Okay.
That's just nature. That's how I've always been through life.
Okay. D-Lo said 1,000. So where do we find these courses? It depends what
is it? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Ask them.
Okay. Google SBDC. That's at Thomas Nelson. They have a business course. They're gonna teach you how to write a business plan. They're gonna teach you about fundamentals of contracting. They're gonna teach you about SBA rules. There's a lot into it. You just ain't gonna go get it at one shot.
Right. Now the ones in here, a lot of them know y'all don't live in Virginia, but it's still the same thing.
It's the same thing now. If they say, hey, I live here, I can say, oh, this is the conference you need to go to.
Right.
If they veterans, I can say, this is who you need to Google and follow. They give out free courses for veterans, right, for business startups. I mean, like I said, I can point them to a few areas where they can get some general information. I just try to save on the money of people knocking on their business door. Hey, we can. My organization can put this together for you for $5,000 or $6,000, and then it just be somebody and their wife and girlfriend. But then you think it's an organization because they don't give you so much stuff so quick. It's of something that was already printed to them. Right. It is when they word and change it up through your name, and then you just pay $5,000 for something you could have went to this $10 class course and got.
So, yeah. So now you talking about that you've been in this for 13 years. Now, the 13 years, what was the hardest part? What is the hardest part you had to overcome to really
working with my own people?
Wow. I guess I answered one question.
No, I mean, you got to look at it. You know, young black male, you're not going to get that, yo, we need to get this done motivation as if I was another ethnic group telling you we need to get this done and you can't go home until you get it. Gotcha. But if I said we can't go home until you get it, it's F you, punk, you get all that. But then you got to look at you an owner. So do you address that? Right. Or do you got to look at, if I get into this conflict, you got two things facing you. One, you're going to lose your security clearance. Now, you can't go do business for yourself. Two, he could look to sue you because now you fought him, right? Because of what he said. So now you got a lawsuit that you got to fight off, which costs you more money. Well, can you be the man and walk away and say, I just can't deal with this guy? I got to find somebody else. So it's hard. Wow. So you got to put people in position to keep people from coming, but they don't like that. Right. You say, hey, he handles payroll, this person handles the days off, this person handles this, you need something. They don't want to talk to those three people at all. They want to come straight to you. I'm like, you don't go to the boss of any other company straight. But when you work for your own kind, you feel that you have I can go straight to you and talk. No, you can't. I got other stuff I'm trying to do just as well as they do. We don't see that when we're working for our own kind. We don't. But if you see them someplace else, they got an issue, they don't go to the boss. Yeah, they don't go to the boss. All right. So, it's just the mindset of you gotta mix up your workforce. You gotta put people that's gonna be able to run that position for you. Not issues. Not you don't have that's the issues you don't have. So
that means that why were you saying? Let me see the word. Is they feel they entitled.
Should I find my son? I find my son.
Well, tell them about this. Entitlement, right?
Entitlement. I mean, you got people. I mean, I try to do the family thing. I sit down and I say, this is my vision, and I'm looking to have this involved. I haven't had with my company. I was telling guys, like, I'll help you build your credit up. I'm not saying you got to work for me for the rest. You got to be a businessman and help you. You I do the job, I pay you. What I'm trying to say, I can help you get your credit straight so you can get into a house. I said, no, what company want to do that? I said, no one is trying to help you better yourself, because if they can control your mindset of that you can't leave, you're never going to leave. I'm not telling you to stay. I'm telling you to make some money. I'm going to make some money while you're making money, but be able to go. It's hard to preach that to some people sometimes. I had workers see a contract that's $200,000. Automatically, they want a raise. Okay, because they happen to see an image, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give y'all 101 real quick, which I don't have to. Out of $2,000, 25% of that is taxes and insurance. So take 25%. You're looking at $40-something thousand in taxes and insurance out of that money. So now we're down to 180, 170 something now. I said, now let's do the payroll. How long did payroll last? If payroll is $8,000 or $9,000 a week, and we've been down here doing this job for a month, now you're looking at $36,000 away from that. Now you got your office expenses. You got your insurance, which is depending on what your insurance rate is. For every $100, you might have to pay $17. So let's just look at, you just paid $36,000. So you might have to pay $3,600 times 17 for times 7 for your insurance. So you spent another $4,000 or $5,000 in insurance for that month, plus whatever material you need. I said, so the paint was $5,000 and this was $3,000. So they don't see all of that, but I want a raise. You know what I'm saying? So it's because it's $200,000. Sometimes you bid that low to get the job, just to bring in some type of money. So, but then you also got to have the company make money, because what happens if you don't have a job in 2 months or a month, or you need to keep them on payroll, so you break everybody down to low hours so you still can pay them to keep going until you find something. They don't. That's the business side that they don't see. As long as the door's open, you got lights, you got water, you got insurance on vehicles. Your insurance, your workers' comp insurance is different than your vehicle insurance.
Quite a few of us don't fail to understand what you're explaining, because they think it's the same, but it's not.
Workers' comp is to cover them if they get into an accident so they can get paid. You gotta pay state for their unemployment. So if they get laid off, they can get unemployment checks. So you gotta pay that too. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at maybe out of 200,000, you might have made 50. Now everybody want a raise every time you get a check. So what are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? So you might have profit $50,000 or $60,000. You might. That's basically only $10,000 and some change a week. That's really nothing for a business. That job might have been $300,000 or something thousand, but because everybody was bidding on it, you want to get it so you can get it for your company. So you took the loss and said, I left $60,000, $70,000 on the fucking table just to get work. Because you're so nervous that they know you're bidding low. You don't know. You can find out what they're bidding, but you was like, fuck it. If they beat me behind this, they can have it. I'm going in at $225,000 when I knew the job was $310 or $320. But because I want the job, they have much more money than me. So if you throw us $310, they might say I'm gonna do $290 or $270. 280. They might. Out here I'm at 225. I'm dropping way below the radar because I'm not sure where they're gonna go. Sometimes they call buying a contract, meaning that they could have got it for 225 when they didn't make no money, but it hurt me financially more because now I have no work again that money. Now they're looking to say, okay, 2 or 3 more months like that, he's gonna have to shut his doors so we can get his employees. So they don't see the chess game of it sitting behind the desk. They see, yo, you got $200,000 in nowhere in the world. You can't give me $5, not $1, not 50-cent raise. They want $4 or $5 raises. You know? So you look at it. They don't see the sense of it. That it's that, or you can't even buy nothing. If you buy something, oh man, now you're holding out on us. Because you live in a $400,000 house, you drive this, or I seen this, but you don't know anything. It's not just one income coming to the house, But they look at it like, yo, look, why am I explaining this to you? When I used to tell them, when we worked over here, and we were doing $1 million job, I ain't never seen you go in the fucking office and ask for a raise. Why you come ask? I said, we did $1 million. We knew it was $1 million and some odd dollars. I never seen none of this shit that anybody walked in the main office and said, I demand a raise.
I could tell you one time when I was a security guard. This was when I first came to Virginia, right? And we just
we'll wrap up me, but you know, I gotta go. I was just trying to give you insight.
Okay.
They got me, and then we good.
All right. If y'all have any questions, let me know because he gotta leave. He's a businessman. He gotta run his business.
So,
well, to make a long story short, we got this contract. And I know that, I know how the money was, you know what I'm saying? So this guy said, man, I'm gonna ask you to get a raise. You ain't got your first paycheck yet, huh? Like, please, you don't.
Yeah.
Come to find out, oh, bye-bye.
Yeah, because if you look at a lot of them, some of them, when we were all scattered around in different companies, some was making 10. They came to my door, I'm saying, it's 12. So I'm already giving you $2 more than what you was making. If you was comfortable with the 10 and wasn't complaining, and you come to me and I give you 12, start now. Why are you still coming at me 2 months later for more?
Right.
You was just sitting here for 10 for 2 years or a year.
Right.
You come to me within 1 month and I'm $2. You're $2 more. I said, how long would it took you? How long do you think it would have took you to get this $2 raise? I don't know, maybe another year and a half. Then why don't you come to me in another year and a half and ask for a raise?
Right.
Yeah. So if you ain't speak up for yourself over there to get more money, why are you so comfortable wanting to speak up with me? And I gave you more than what they was giving you and you've been longer.
Right.
So those are when you ask what's the hardest part, trying to enlighten them and trying to keep the team together to say, yo, we can do this as a team because it's already written. We can't work together amongst each other.
So what's the second hardest?
Family.
Why I asked that? Why I asked
family.
That? Right. Okay.
And then, well, I should say the first one is who we are. That door wasn't open for me. That door was not open for me. My first 2 years in business, an inspector came to me. He ain't black. He was a Caucasian inspector. He was cool. He said, they bet me $500
right,
that you would close your door in 6 months, that you wouldn't last for 6 months. My competitors, each one of them bet him $500 that I would not last for 6 months. Now here I am 13 years later, but they bet him $500 that I wouldn't last for 6 months. So I've had OSHA, I had them call OSHA on me, my competitors, to get me fined. I had them call IRS on me. I had them try to snatch vehicle passes from me. Security badges. I try to get 3 guys access for 3 months to get on the base.
Right.
I couldn't. They went to one of my competitors, got their badge in 2 days. And you tell me what was so funny about that. He said, yo, man, I got my badge. I'm like, how? I said, man, they gave me a badge. I got to submit the same paperwork they do to the same facility to get a badge.
Right.
He got a badge. He's like, now that I got my badge, I'm quitting these motherfuckers. I'm coming back to you. Now I had to go down there and say, here is the issue I have with this. I've been trying to get this guy a badge for 3 months. He went over here and got a badge in 2 days. Oh, everything up over there, but by the time we got a chance to submit it to you, he was already over here. That was the answer. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't easy for him. All right, man.
Okay, yo, that's it, y'all. You got the game. So just letting you know. All right, bro. All right, bro. Peace. Now, yo, you already gave the game. Welcome to the channel. The underrated darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one. You just hear Brother Mac, he's out. So I'm going to try to keep running his business, keep on doing this thing. So, again, it's my channel. Underrated darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the #1 grinder. Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen, I'll be chefing up information. So he just gave me the game, man, about how to run a business. You know what I mean? That you're not gonna hear it throughout. You know, so I try to ask to see if you got any questions y'all want to ask for. It seems, guess it, you know, but I want y'all to you see the you want to support me? That'd be greatly appreciated. You want to donate? I got a Cash App. It's in the chat. Also a super chat if you want to donate with that. But if you don't have it, that's all right. Hit the like button. That'd be really good. FOG Boxing Talk Plus. What's good? What's good? Brother Mac at League. You know, you run business and everything. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So the ones who came in late and everything, catch you on the rewind. But he gave us a lot of great information that you're not gonna really hear it. You know, you hear it from here and there, but it's just you just understand that no matter if you're a black man or a black woman, it's always hard to start your own business. You have to work extra hard. You have to go through certain hurdles, and there's still going to be some who are trying to keep us down. But you know, like you say, you got to suffer some losses to see yourself to be successful. And we have to understand this because quite a few of us, I'm not saying the ones in the chat, but the ones that listen, we be thinking that we entitled to, you know, what they have, but we got to understand, you know, the climate that we in, and so racial is going on, or even class. So we have to understand that. And they got a heads up on us and everything, you know. Okay, thank you. So, there ain't no joke out there, you know. People think it's changed, but you know, we have to learn whatever information that we get from each other. We gotta make sure to keep it among ourselves and the ones that are willing to work and willing to build up little by little generational wealth. You know, and I think it's very important. And I think, see, when we have generational wealth, you know, better community. I mean, better families, better community, better relationships. You know, I'm not saying a relationship be built with money, but you know, you gotta have a little something. But you gotta start from somewhere and everything. You know, so within a few, I'm gonna end this and everything. Man, but I could say this that we got some information today that very sorely that we ain't gonna hear, you know. So even some of our people. So, but yeah, and yeah, definitely FOG Boxing Plus, right? Classism, yeah, and classism is in our people too. A lot. I mean, quite a few don't want to talk about. I did talk about it, but you know, that's really hurt us. You know, have our own business too, because so I'm not saying the ones in the chat, but there are some. They got their own business. Hey, that's it. I don't need to do all this and everything. And yeah, and so we gotta go against that too. Then you know we gotta stop listening to these people have these seminars. You know, oh yeah, you come here, you end up paying like $200-300, and then on the find out, look what happened. The brother gave up game today, free. You know, you save that $300 start of something. You know what I mean? So we have to think smartly. We had to act smartly. We had to ask the right questions. We had to sort out information, the resources out here, because like he said, some of these resources are free, and also we pay little as $15. Start a safety, you know, your business. You gotta have that, and we gotta learn different parameters that you know have a business, you know. So I feel it's very important to bring the brother. I asked the brother, can he tell us, and he out as kind as he did and everything, out of his busy schedule and stuff. So it's very important that that we need to change up our mindset. Instead of like have a quick, I want to get my business quick. We have to think of the long haul. We have to, keep on pushing. That like they said, the losses you keep on getting, it's going to get better. So, I feel that is very, very important. So I'm gonna get off right now. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, YouTube channel, yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder. Yours, Chef JT, not the chefing in the kitchen. I'll be chefing up information. I'll be probably, I hit you with another banger, another true banger. So the ones who came in kind of late, you always catch it on the rewind. Give it like, because Street Glass is slow. So give it like maybe like 45 minutes, an hour. It should be finished uploading. And I don't think I'm gonna hit you with another one today, but just understanding, the right information can help us out. And so we have to think about that. So half of me, family that stands for Lions Den Boxing community, also basketball community. Let me put this down before I be out. That's my second family. We do talk mostly about boxing, but also we talk about basketball. We talk about MMA and stuff like that. So we have hands in everything, and we also interview box fighters like Bomb Squad, Deontay Wilder, and other trainers and other boxers that you see on TV. Also, we do MMA. There's CSH Combat Sports. That brother Shelton, the coach, he interviewed MMA women's fighters. He actually interviews them that you see on TV and trainers and stuff like that. So, LDBC, we doing our thing. Again, the LDBC stands for Lions Den Boxing Community. Also, we got Tick TV. Also, Either with all, and we got Trill Talk, Black Fight Fan TV, 70 Sports, the general, Junior the Truth. We got quite a few. So check us out. Also, outside, part of the Underrated One family. Got She Stacy, better known as Spoken Truth. Got Brother Rob, and we got a few others that is doing their thing. Uncle Shug, few other sisters, that is stepping up, that is doing it. So, fame big, you know what I mean? So, but keep on pressing, family. Stay strong out there. Like I said, always know the climate out there for our people is very crucial out there. So let's learn to travel in groups. It's very important. Let's watch out for each other. Let's love each other. All right, just try. I know there's some you can't love because they not there. But salute to y'all and everything. I hit you with, like I said, hit you with another banger. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Peace. This one is Ghettost.